Welcome to the Sketchy podcast. Unfortunately, Matthew wasn't able to make it, but don't worry, we have a very special guest filling in for him. I don't know how we got him, but he's here. You guys all know him. You guys all love him. Ladies and gentlemen, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Jesus, how are we doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great.
How's it going?
It's going good. Yeah, it's going good. I'm very surprised to have you here. I'm surprised you are here. You said you had a big announcement. Other than resurrecting and being on the Sketchy podcast, what possibly else could you have?
I have a big announcement. And actually, when I said I was good a second ago, I'm actually not. Because I'm actually kind of mad. I'm pissed.
Okay.
I'm pissed because a lot of people are coming at Donald J. Trump saying that he's not a Christian. He's not a Christian man. Well, actually, he is. And that's why I'm here to set the record straight. This isn't the rapture. Everybody can calm down. I'm here to tell everyone that I, Jesus Christ, am a MAGA supporter. I love Trump.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Literally. You're a Trump supporter.
That's right, because he's a good Christian man. He believes in one holy Catholic and apostolic church in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Wow. Okay, where do we begin? This is going to be an interesting conversation, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, bless you, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Thank you.
Jesus.
Bless me, and I'll bless you.
I appreciate that. That's great. But I do have a lot of questions for you because this is big news. I think this actually is bigger than the resurrection, to be quite honest with you guys. So Jesus, Trump claims he's a Christian and he goes by the Christian values, but you're really big on, love thy neighbor. That's one of your biggest things. What about the whole immigration thing that Trump is doing? That's not very loving to me. What do you think about that?
What do you mean?
I mean, the way he's treating immigrants, sending them back.
With ICE?
Yes, with ICE, yes.
And you're saying love thy neighbor? What is it you're saying it contradicts?
Yes, I'm saying like he's not very loving towards the immigrants.
He loves immigrants. Trump loves immigrants more than anybody, more than Sleepy Joe, especially more than Kamala.
Okay.
He's done more for them than anyone.
How?
And let me tell you this. With ICE, they're sending back criminals and people, the drug dealers and people with criminal records. The left-wing media is making you think that they're taking back innocent people. They're not.
Right.
And I'll tell you this too.
Okay.
Compassion doesn't mean chaos. It's not the same. Of course we love our neighbors.
Right.
But we can't just be letting everybody over here causing a ruckus because it'll create chaos and everyone's going to go crazy and then people are going to start attacking the immigrants. It's for the immigrants too. It's for the best interests of the immigrants that we send them back. Get them out of this country because chaos will erupt and the people will start attacking them too.
Right. Okay. Well, what about, I have some questions here about it then. The Institute of Taxation and Economic Policies claim that immigrants actually, provide a lot in taxes. So
the Institute of what?
Okay, I wrote this down, so I'm kind of unfamiliar with it too. But these are facts that I fact checked, by the way. The Institute of Taxation and Economic Policies claim that immigrants indeed provide a lot in taxes. They pay in taxes, so they're not just here, as you would say, causing a ruckus and killing and people. They're actually here, helping the economy.
They're stealing our money. Do you like people stealing your money? I never said in the Bible, let the immigrants steal your money. That's not what love thy neighbor means.
Okay. Well, that's just what it said online.
We have a responsibility to steward our country first, America first.
Okay.
I love sheep.
You love sheep.
And shepherds. I am a shepherd. I take care of the sheep.
Right.
We need to take care of our own sheep.
Okay, so you claim that it's actually the immigration thing is for the good of Americans, and it's
also for the good of the immigrants too.
Right. How though? Like the love you said love thy neighbor, so this is a loving thing that we're sending them back.
Yes.
Got it.
We don't want people going crazy on the immigrants. It's going to cause chaos. That's not good for the immigrants.
Okay. I see your point, but it just doesn't feel Jesus-like. Especially the way you're talking. It's coming off very aggressive. I thought, because I've read a lot about you. I've been to church, obviously.
Yeah, buddy? I think you're aggressive. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, buddy? I think you're aggressive. If I wasn't Jesus, I'd sock you in the face.
Oh, shit.
I'd pop you right in the face.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I don't like the way you talk about our president and his policies. You sound like you're a radical left.
I'm not. I honestly, I don't really give a shit about
You know what it is,
politics.
too? You're a millennium. That's your problem. You're a millennium. You're young. You don't know how this country operates.
You're saying millennium. It's millennial. Okay. I don't want to get...
You get my point.
Yes, right. Okay. Okay, you know what? Let's just move on. Because I feel like, you made your point on the immigrations and whatnot, and why it's good and why it's for the love of stuff. What about Trump's crude language that he uses? I'm sure you've heard, like, for instance, he says, grab him by the pussy, and stuff like that. His whole Rob Reiner comments, quite piggy. All this stuff. That's not very Jesus-like. So, what do you have to say about his rhetoric?
People are imperfect. They're all bad, Justus.
Okay.
Why you gotta zone in on the one or two things that he says that's not okay? First of all, I say tell the truth. Right?
Right.
Always tell the truth. Never lie. Something a Christian does is they never lie.
Okay.
Trump tells the truth when he said grab her by the pussy. You don't think if you see a hot girl, don't you want to grab her by the pussy?
Yeah, I mean...
Tell the truth.
Sure, but I wouldn't say it.
Then there you go. Every man wants to grab a hot girl by the pussy. He just said it. And then the left comes around and they swirl around him and attack him for it when they were all saying the same thing behind closed doors. Biden was on the island.
Okay. I guess...
They're banging kids. Trump's trying to stop it. And you come at him for saying grab her by the pussy. Yeah. Big deal.
Okay. Wow.
He's telling the truth. That's what a Christian does.
Okay. Okay, well, that's funny because you say
What was the other thing you mentioned?
The Rob Reiner stuff.
Rob Reiner had Trump derangement syndrome. He had it coming.
You thought it was fine that he died. Or he was murdered by his son.
We're all gonna die. It's not good.
But you thought it was...
I don't like it. I don't think it's good that it happened. But he was Rob Reiner was saying a bunch of stuff about Trump too. He was coming at him first. No one talks about that.
So it's like an eye for an eye type of thing, you're saying?
Kind of.
Okay. Wow. Just doesn't really seem Jesus-like of you.
I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying I get what happened.
Uh-huh.
Maybe if he wasn't talking so much about Donald J. Trump and the good he does, maybe he'd still be here.
Okay.
Also, when he said, quiet, piggy.
Right.
The media, the left media, the satanic left media who believes in the devil was coming at him for years. He's trying to defend himself. I went into a temple once and I flipped all the tables. Read about it. I did it.
You did that.
They were selling goods in the temple grounds, and I came in and I flipped the tables.
Wow.
I said, not in God's house. Sometimes you have to get angry. He struck back, but they struck first.
I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of the exact opposite of what you teach. He says, I hate my enemies. I thought you don't do that.
God works with imperfect people. Everyone's imperfect. All right? He's imperfect. God, example, in the Bible, my father, God, you may have heard of him if you read the Bible instead of the left-wing radical media that you read every day. God worked through King David. He was imperfect. He banged Bathsheba.
He banged Bathsheba.
She was a girl.
Right.
King David was married. Bathsheba was bathing. King David saw her bathing and got aroused. He asked about her, sent for her, and then he banged her and he impregnated her. Then Bathsheba, Bathsheba's husband, Uriah, got sent to war. David sent him to war and then had the troops retreat and left Uriah out to fight for himself, and he died. That's like murder. Trump hasn't done anything half as bad as King David did. And he still worked through King David, and he works through Trump.
Okay.
God sent Trump here. You know God sent him to save us. You know that, right?
They sent Trump to save us.
You know that, right? He did.
What, he was like the chosen one or something?
He's working through him.
Wow. Okay, I thought that was just kind of like crazy, right-wing rhetoric that was made. So you did send him.
Why do you think the bullet didn't hit him? I saved him.
Right. Okay. So that's
I said, I looked at that bullet and I looked at that left-wing radical and I said, buddy, not today. I said, don't fuck with our president. He's a man of God, a Republican. He's trying to make America great again. Don't fuck with him. Don't tread on him.
Wow.
And I made that bullet go away.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Because he's a man of God.
Right.
A righteous man.
Right. Okay. Jesus. So let's move on from his rhetoric. Apparently, you think it's okay to grab women by the pussy. That's something that Jesus Christ has said is fine. So if you're out there and get the urge to want to do that, he says it's fine. So let's move on to the next question, Jesus Christ. Okay, no, we said this. What he says he hates his enemies. You said it's fine to hate the enemies. That's fine. What about...
They hate him.
Right.
What else is he gonna do?
Okay, but you said that you should love your enemy. He hates them. Okay.
He does love them. Through hate. Peace through strength. Love through hate.
Okay.
They're demonic. They worship the devil.
Oh, shit.
Wake up.
All right. You don't have to yell at me. I'm not the media. I'm just here to set the record.
You sound like a lefty.
I'm not. I can assure you I'm not. I'm not a lefty. I'm not a righty.
You're probably gay.
I'm not gay. I have a girlfriend.
Good.
Yeah, I'm not gay.
Good.
Okay. We're gonna get into that too. I'm gonna hold you on that one. But let's go to the next question. What about Trump cutting childcare to fund the bombs for his military? What about that?
Because he said because we're at war. We can't fund all these things that we can't take care of the poor and needy right now when we're at war.
Okay, so it's fine to cut childcare to fund.
If we're in a war,
to fund.
that's what you got to do.
Right.
It's an imperfect world.
Right. But he claimed,
if we don't go over there and and defend our country, then there's not going to be any babies to even have childcare for. They're all going to be dead.
Oh, okay.
How are we going to fund childcare when all the children are dead? Because the radical Islamic terrorists who believe in Allah, by the way, the wrong God, they're trying to blow us up. So we got to go over there. That's why we need to cut the child care. It's for the kids. That we need to go over there and blow up their people and their kids.
Right.
Otherwise, they're going to kill our kids. It's self-defense.
Okay, but they're saying, right-wing people say they're pro-life, but they're taking lives in Iran. So how does that correlate?
Because their babies are growing up to learn how to hate America. And they're going to come over here and hate American babies. Their babies are going to hate the American babies.
Okay. So you're saying we can kill their babies because they're going to kill our babies. So it's kind of like.
Right.
Okay.
And also with the child care stuff, it's good for the kids that we cut the child care. It is taking care of the poor and the needy.
How?
Also, we don't want. If we want to cut the child care for the babies, even if we weren't in a war.
Why?
Because we don't want a bunch of babies growing up dependent on the government. It's in their best interest that they learn how to stand up for themselves.
Okay.
We don't want a bunch of dependent babies.
I feel like that.
So cut the program. Learn how to survive. Tell the babies, get a job. Learn how to live for yourself. Be a man. None of this, no more of this soft, gay, depend on the government rhetoric. Grow up. Wake up. Be a man.
Wow. Okay. That makes.
Stop depending on the government.
I think that answered my question, but I don't know if I agree, Jesus Christ, about that answer. There was a lot of kind of weird shit going on there. But I'm not going to judge you, obviously, because I don't want to judge you. You're Jesus Christ. So let's move on to the next question. What about Trump being wealthy? I know you say not to lust after money and like fame and whatnot. He's big on money. He literally said in one of his speeches, I love money. I love money. And so I just want to know, like, what do you feel about that? What's your take on that?
Who did you vote for? Kamala?
I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't vote.
You sound like you voted for Kamala.
I didn't.
With these questions. You're trying to attack him too. You're part of the left-wing media.
These
sounds a lot like MSNBC to me. Is this the Sketchy podcast or the Joe Biden podcast?
This is just a YouTube Sketchy podcast. This isn't MSNBC.
You sound like Newscum.
Newscum?
You probably supported the pandemic too.
I didn't. I was I was involved in it, kind of, but I didn't, I had no take on it, to be honest. But you're saying it's fine that he's a big money guy.
It's fine. Money's good.
Okay.
We need to make money.
Right. I get that, but I'm saying, like, you're for, like, his obsession with money and saying money above all and winning above all. You're like okay with that?
We need as much money as we can get so we can do great things. That's how you build great countries, with money. You need money.
Right. Okay.
Times are different now than they were back in the day when I said certain things.
Okay, well that kind of makes sense. So you're saying, basically what you're saying is you
If you
didn't need
don't
as much.
have money, you end up homeless. smoking dope, marijuana, screwing with your brain, going crazy.
Okay. So
I used to know people, they didn't have any money. They would smoke dope. They'd smoke marijuana. And they'd be all whacked out.
have you smoked pot?
I never have. I don't touch that.
But you everything on this world. So you never, like, you created it, but you didn't smoke it.
Nope.
Or you saying the devil created? I said the devil
The
lettuce.
devil, that's why do you think it's called the devil's lettuce? It makes you dumb.
Okay.
You look like
smoke weed.
You look like it. I had some friends who smoked some pot. They go, oh, let me smoke some dope. Yeah, let me take a hit. They turn into idiots. They don't have jobs.
I have a job.
Well, these guys don't. My friend, Dan Sakamuntos, he's homeless.
Because he smoked dope?
Because he smoked dope. He got in with the wrong crowd.
Okay.
That's why you need to make money, as much of it as you can, and get out of the wrong crowd.
So what you're saying is if you make a lot of money, you won't smoke dope.
It makes it a lot less likely.
Okay. Because I know a lot of successful people that smoke dope. Who make a lot of money.
They're lying to you. They're trying to get you to vote for their politics. You can't, but here's what I say. You believe 20% of what you hear and 50% of what you see.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Mind over matter.
Okay. Listen, I get that's how you feel. Nice toes, by the way.
They're Easter colored. He is risen. I have risen.
Right. So you got your nails painted for Easter. That's awesome. Yeah, it looks very
But
good.
I'm not gay.
I was going to say, it looks a little gay. You got the pink.
I'm not.
Okay, I didn't listen. I'm just saying it looked gay. I didn't say you were gay. You said it looked gay. What about gun rights? You're against violence. Are you for the rights to bear arms?
I don't want anyone taking our country's guns away.
Right. Okay. So
That's why we have an amendment for it.
Okay. But you, Jesus Christ, though, you're against violence. You don't think that guns in the hands of wrong people?
Guns stop violence. They protect.
Okay. So you say guns are good then?
They protect.
Do you own a gun? Would you own a gun?
If I was not in heaven, I probably would nowadays. Times are different now.
Right.
I might own a gun.
Right.
But Newscomb would try and take it away. It's my right to have a gun.
Right.
They want to control us. Make us wear masks. Take my guns away. Fuck you.
What? Why f me? What did I do?
They make all, not you, Newscomb.
Oh, okay. News guy. I was about
With
to say.
this pandemic. And
What?
same with Nancy Pelosi. Fuck her too.
Oh, shit. Okay.
She worships the devil. They all do. Her, Sleepy Joe,
yeah.
Obama,
Wow. Okay.
who, by the way, isn't even American.
You're saying you don't think he's American?
No, he's a Muslim.
He's a Muslim.
He's a Muslim. He's not even American.
Oh, wow. That's a big claim from Jesus Christ, guys. Barack Obama is a Muslim.
Everyone is always coming at me, asking me, saying, oh, was Jesus black? No, I'm here to set the record straight on that as well. I'm white. You know who, I don't know what she is Kamala.
You
1 minute she's talking like a black chick. The next minute she's talking like an Asian chick. I don't know where the fuck she's from.
Wow.
She's fake with her laugh too.
Okay. I don't know how we got to this, talking all this shit about these other politicians. So you're pro-gun.
I'm pro-gun.
Yeah. Do you wish you had a
Maybe
gun?
if I had a gun back in the day, maybe I wouldn't have been crucified. I could have defended myself. Maybe they wouldn't nail me to the cross if I had a Glock.
Oh, So you're saying you wish you had a gun back in the day to defend yourself?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe if those Roman soldiers came up, I would have popped them right in the face.
What happened to love thy enemy? You love them through hate. Yes, that's what you said. Okay, yeah.
Peace through strength. Donald J. Trump.
Got it.
He's doing it for us.
Okay. Listen. I'm just
I
here.
would exhibit peace through strength.
I'm just here to get your take on it. I'm not coming at you. Okay.
The Romans caused an uproar when they crucified me.
Right. Right.
And the Jews.
Do you forgive them for crucifying you?
I forgive them.
Okay.
The only person I don't forgive is Drewski. Fuck him.
You don't forgive Justus
Nope.
for the video he posted
For the video he posted, yup.
about Erica?
Yeah.
You thought that was too far?
It was too far. It was disgusting. He's black. He's not white.
But do you forgive the killer?
White people can't do blackface. He shouldn't be able to do whiteface.
You sound like
It's not fair. He's black.
it's not fair. You're saying white people should be able to do blackface then?
If they want. If he's gonna do it,
Okay.
it's too far.
What about the killer that killed Erica's husband?
I forgive him.
You forgive him, but you don't forgive Justus.
I said on the cross, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Read it.
What about Drewski, though? He doesn't know what he did.
Fuck him. He knew exactly what he was doing. You don't make fun of a widow after her husband got shot in the neck by a radical left. It's too far. And you know what? If it was Newscomb or Kamala or Crooked Hillary, I bet you Drewski would never be doing whiteface for that. No, he wouldn't. And if he did, the entire left media would be all over it.
Okay.
Making it a big deal like they always do with Trump. Trump didn't even do anything. He's innocent. He's a good man.
A Christian man.
A Christian man.
Okay.
Drewski's just a black guy doing whiteface, and I'm sick of it.
Okay. I think, okay, so he forgives the killer who killed Erica Kirk's husband, but he doesn't forgive Drewski.
Nope.
Got it.
I hope she sues his ass for everything he's got. I hope she takes him down. He's weird, too. Why is he dressing up in costumes?
He's a comedian.
It's not funny. If he's a comedian, it should be funny. He's dressing up like a girl. Sounds a little gay. Is he gay? I don't know.
Well, you know what? Let's get into that, because that's my next question. What do you think about Trump being anti-LGBTQ?
First of all, he's not anti-LGBTQ. He loves gays.
He does.
Justus, he loves them. There's gays for Trump all over.
Listen, he's had a lot of anti-gay rhetoric, especially towards like being in kids' schools. He wants to take it out. He says it's wrong, which
he may have different beliefs, theological beliefs, us Christians and the gays.
Right.
But that doesn't mean we can't be respectful. And we are respectful. Even though, when they die, they're all being sent to hell.
So they are being sent to hell for being gay.
Yes.
Because that is something that I feel like has been a conversation in the Bible. Is that true? Like, you're against, it says that, being gay is a sin. So you think that you claim you're not letting them into heaven?
Nope. It's against the Bible. Read it.
Right. No, I have. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm asking you. Because we have you here. I want to get it from the horse's mouth itself. So the gays are, in fact, going to hell.
Yup. I don't want a bunch of gay liberals in heaven ruining it, trying to take all our money, trying to take all of our heavenly children and make them gay.
Okay.
Sucking each other off. Which, by the way, I hope you know, you think you can be gay behind closed doors? I see it all, buddy. I see it all.
So you see everything.
I have to. I see it all. So when you think you're doing things behind closed doors, you're not. You think, oh, I'm going to go fiddle around with my best friend in the back room of the house, and you guys start licking each other's assholes and doing doggy style, banging each other, sucking each other off. I'm watching the whole thing. You're not hiding or fooling anyone. I see it.
You're watching. So like
I watched the whole thing. All of it.
That sounds a little gay.
What? Are you calling me gay?
No, I'm just saying you're watching the whole thing.
I'm not gay. I'm not a homo.
I'm saying you're watching the whole thing though. I feel like if you already know they're sucking each other off, why you watch the whole thing?
You know what? You're gay.
I'm not gay. I have a girlfriend.
Fucking left-wing liberal.
I have a girlfriend.
I know you have a girlfriend. I've seen that too.
What do you mean you've seen that too? You're watching me?
I see it all. Wake up. When you guys were having sex last night, I saw it. By the way, really bad stamina. What'd you last for? A minute 30 at the most? By the way, she fakes her orgasms. You and your fucking girlfriend, Susan.
What the fuck? Why, okay, so you're watching me have sex. Why would you watch me, though? You don't even have to watch me.
I have to watch everyone to know who I'm going to let in heaven. If you ever do any gay shit with her, you're done, buddy. You're done.
So you're saying even like ass plays for a gay? Like I can't do that? You know, some guys are into that.
That's for gays. A man doesn't let a woman go anywhere near his ass. Where is this country going?
So pegging's gay?
Newscomb got you. What's pegging?
Like when a girl like has like a strap on and she pegs you in your butthole.
I've never even heard of that shit.
Okay, so that's
what?
A yes. That's a yes on gay.
That's gay. You're going to hell if you do that.
I haven't done it.
Any ass play. If she even looks at your butthole, buddy, you're done.
Oh, okay, so I'll make sure not to do anything with my butthole. What if I finger my butthole?
Then you're gonna be in hell, and Satan's gonna be fingering your fucking butthole with a pitchfork for the rest of your life. You could be gay all you want down there.
Okay. All right, so I'm not going to do any butt stuff.
Just like the Academy Awards. Just a bunch of... all the people at the Academy Awards all going to hell.
They're all going to hell. What about Leo?
Leo too.
Leo's not gay.
He's a lib. He's obsessed with the environment. They got him. Leo, wake up.
So you don't think global warming is real either?
Nope.
Okay.
Global warming's fake.
Okay.
Fake news. Fake news.
All right. Global warming's fake, everyone. Jesus Christ has said it here. I know a lot of people are for the environment. Jesus is not. We talked a little bit about Trump, saying the truth and not lying. But I feel like he does lie a lot. I mean, he lied about the gas prices going down. He lied about not starting any wars. He lied about the groceries going down. All of that was a lie because all of it's going to shit as of right now. So what do you have to say about that?
He's playing 3D chess. You have to have faith. The same way you have faith in me, we have faith in Donald J. Trump.
Okay.
You have to believe. He has a plan. He just can't tell everybody what it is yet because the liberals are going to ruin it. He needs to keep it a secret.
Got it.
There's a lot going on behind the scenes that we don't know, but I trust him. I ride or die for him. I have his back.
Okay.
He's draining the swamp bit by bit. All of it's going to come out in the woodwork soon.
He's draining the swamp. Okay, so you don't really have any evidence. You're just saying have some faith.
Have faith.
That the gas prices are going to go down.
They're going to go back down. And by the way, this is all Biden's fault. He got us into this mess.
He didn't get us into the Iran war.
It's the reason we're there is because of Biden.
How?
Look it up.
I did. I mean, he's not. I feel like he didn't get us into the Iran war. That was Trump.
Obama, Nancy Pelosi, Crooked Hillary, Sleepy Joe, they all did this. They're all in on it. They're all Iranian. They're all in bed with China.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They're all in cahoots with the terrorists. They're all bought. We're the ones sending the weapons over there. Or they are, I mean.
Right. Okay. So you really just want the American people to just bank on faith. That's
bank on faith. The same way they have faith in me, we have faith in Trump. I believe in him.
Okay.
He believes in me. I believe in him.
Right. Okay. I guess we all just need to have faith. And I think, the gas prices are going to go down, the Iran war will stop, and the groceries will be cheaper as long as we
And
have
by
faith.
the way, Kamala's not even black.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm just saying.
Okay. I didn't say anything about Kamala, but Kamala's not black either. She's what, white?
I don't know what she is.
Okay.
And do you know that Michelle Obama is a trans?
Michelle Obama's a trans,
Yup.
which would make Obama gay.
She has a prick.
Oh, damn. Okay. That's...
And Obama probably is gay.
Well, he probably would be if she was a trans. So, he would be gay then, if that's true. Okay, well, I'm going to have faith. I'm going to try to have faith that this is all going to go well because Jesus Christ said so. So, that's great. What about the island in the Epstein list? That's been a big conversation around Trump. Do you think that that's true?
He's not on the list. They have evidence. Enough with the list.
Okay.
It's a hoax. You're a fucking Democrat.
Me?
Yeah, you, buddy.
Why me?
You're lucky we're not in an interview, otherwise I'd pop you in the face.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay.
Don't say my name in vain.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He's not on the list.
Right, but they've been redacting a lot
Go
of stuff.
talk to Bill Clinton. He'll know a thing or two about it.
Right. I mean, yeah, they came out. He's definitely on the list. It's been proven that he's been on the island.
Trump banned him from Mar-a-Lago. He said he's a gross man.
Who?
Kept him at Trump.
Banned who?
He said, I don't want that demon near me.
Oh, Epstein.
I'm a man. He said, I don't want that demon near me.
But
I'm a man of God.
But they were friends. There's a lot of photos of them.
He's a man of God.
Right. Right. So he's not on the list. You know that for a fact because you see everything. So you saw who was on the island.
Forget about the island. It's all a hoax.
So it didn't even happen.
Stop asking about it.
It didn't happen?
Just stop asking about it.
Oh, okay. Listen, I'm here. This is
none of your fucking business.
Just a lot of people that suffered from that. So I just, you would think that you would be on their side of, protecting them and showing them some love, But apparently it's a hoax, according to Jesus Christ, guys. The island isn't a thing. Never happened. Is that what you're saying? I think he's over the island. I think he's really over the island. Okay. Awesome. Well, Mr. Jesus Christ, I mean, I don't really have many more questions besides if you have any final statements that you would want to kind of leave the audience with about, your beliefs on being a Trumper and, whatever else you would want to tell the people about your beliefs now. And
I'm a patriot. I'm a patriot. When I was on the cross, I bled red, but I also bled white and blue. I bled red, white, and blue when I died on the cross. Because I'm an American through and through. I want to make America great again. I'm a patriot. I'm not even a Republican.
Yeah.
I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm no party. I'm just a patriot. I just love this country, and I'm a Christian, and I'm an American. And what I want to do is make heaven great again. And since I'm in control of heaven, I can guarantee you I'm not letting anybody into heaven illegally.
Or gay.
Or gay.
Right.
There's going to be no illegal people in heaven. There's not going to be any gay people in heaven. And there's certainly not going to be Newscom in heaven. Because he worships the devil. And all these terrorists trying to attack our country, we're coming for you because we're patriots and we're America. And you don't fuck with America. Try it. Try and fuck with America and see what happens. It's like Trump said, the man of God himself, the Christian man, we will rain down hell upon you.
Damn. All right. Well, you really put the fear in me. I tell you that much. I'm never going to let anyone fiddle with my butthole. I'm not going to, do anything, gay, because I'm not going to get into heaven. So that's great. And is there anything else you'd want to say? Or?
No, I think I covered everything. Even though I will say this was a very liberal interview.
I thought it was very unbiased. I was just asking questions.
You're a lefty. I could tell.
I'm not. I'm a fan of you. I'm a fan of you. I prayed to you. So it's very interesting having you on here with this new ideology and this new take that you have. I think the people are going to be very entertained by it and very intrigued by your new beliefs. And
they're not new. I've always believed this way. I've always been a patriot.
Okay.
I've always loved this country.
Right. Okay. Well, that's great. I think the American people would, be fond that you do love this country and that you're pro-America. And
this is a Christian nation built on Judeo-Christian values.
Right. Right. Well, that's great. I mean, like I said, I'm glad
And the Muslims are trying to attack it.
Got it. Yeah. I mean, like I said earlier, I'm just trying to, get to the bottom of, why you are the way you are now. So, if this is how you think, that's great, I guess, but I don't judge. So.
I've always been a patriot through and through.
Right. Okay. Well, Jesus Christ, it was great having you on the Sketchy podcast. You're one of the most interesting guests we've had. And I think the audience is going to be, very fond by what you had to say.
We need to be kind to everyone. Love each other. Unless they're trying to attack. Then, peace through strength. We love through hate. And we annihilate them. And wipe the civilization off the map.
Okay. Well,
love your neighbor. Unless they're illegal. That's not a real neighbor. That's an enemy.
Okay. You heard it here. He really wanted to get that last one out, I think.
Take care of the poor. By getting rid of the child care to fund weapons to stop people from attacking our babies, and then we don't even have any to begin with.
Okay. You heard it there. He really wanted to leave that last statement in there.
We need the babies. Otherwise, there's no poor people even at all. Think about it.
Oh, I've thought about it. And you heard it here, guys. Fund the war so we can have more babies. From Jesus Christ. Jesus, it's been a pleasure having you on the Sketchy podcast. Hopefully you can resurrect and come back here again at some point. That'd be great. I would love to hear your new takes that you have. It was nice having you, Jesus.
Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Even though you're a lib.
Not a liberal. But all right. Thank you guys.
Then what are you?
I'm nothing. I don't really play with politics. Yeah. Or anything with my butthole. Because I'm going to heaven. You heard it here. All right, guys. Thank you for joining the Sketchy podcast. We'll see you guys here next week.